Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Let's Play that won't end of Final Fantasy XI. Maybe if I make enough of these, it'll make Apathetic AJ go back to making his and actually playing again. Although I kind of doubt it. Anyway, today, in between my friend ranting to me about 14's races out of the blue, which I don't mind, because 11's races are superior. They came first. There's a side quest we never did for a section of 11 content that I have actually never done. Final Fantasy XI has player versus player, and I probably explained it like 250 episodes ago or something, or mentioned it, but people, they don't come to 11 to PvP. PvP doesn't really get you anywhere. It doesn't really get you anything. You get like titles and you get to feel good about poning noobs, and all your gear that you worked hard to get carries into it. But the thing about it is you actually need a PvP license, and I don't think we ever got that for Calm Wind. Oh, that's related to a different quest. You think you're man enough to join our nation's conflict forces? You think that just because you have a few missions under your belt that you're ready to play with the big boys? Well, soldier, I've scraped together bigger things than you off the bottom of my boot. Listen up. My name is Invincible Shield, Legatus of the 3rd Division of the Republican Legion. The President himself has made me conflict commander, but the Bastokan force is under my control. If you join, you will serve under me and under me only. What? You have questions about conflict? I don't remember anyone giving you permission to ask questions, soldier. I will let it slide this time, but it better not happen again. Now listen up. I think we have covered all the topics of our agenda today. If there are no objections, I would like to call the 136th Conquest Evaluation Assembly to a close. Just a moment. Prince Chion, is there something you wish to add? I will not deny that the participation of adventurers has been of great benefit to the conquest, as well as maintained a new level of safety in the outlying regions. In addition, the many treaties signed by our nations have successfully paved a path of peace. No longer need our border guards fear attacks from our friends to the south and east. However, the Beastman forces display no signs of weakening. Those noble guards stationed in faraway lands must deal with this reality constantly, and the burden has begun taking its toll. The already large gap between the guards on our borders and the guards in the outlands expands with each day. If nothing is done, morale shall continue to fall while discontent grows. I sense that my kingdom is not alone in these worries. Soldier morale? Well, 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 I would never have thought I'd see such a lack of confidence from a member of the mighty Deorgil family. How dare you? I think that's quite enough, Minister. I fully understand the concerns of Prince Trion and believe he has a point. In a republic like Bastok, where a large portion of our army is made up of normal citizens, it's easy for morale levels to slide. This is a problem that's constantly being tackled by our officials. Really? Well, that's your nation. Winders doesn't face such problems. Our Mithrin mercenaries enjoy being sent off to far-off places. It gives them the opportunity to run and jump and hunt and roll around in the mud, whatever those feminine felines like to do in their free time. Maybe instead of buffing up your soldiers' muscles all day, you should try training their minds, like we do. And that's my 2 gil. Yes, but hiring mercenaries can be quite the burden on the Federation's treasury, can it not? The more regions under your nation's control, the more mercenaries you must hire. And before you realize it, your vaults will be empty. I suspect that the conquest is taking its toll on the Federation. Well, Oh, in a matter of months, our wishy worries will be gone when our outland regions are patrolled by automatons. Operation costs will stay lower than low, and into our vaults the gil shall flow. Oh, Shantato! If you wish, Winders can also build some for use by the king and the president, all for a small fee payable in 5 easy installments. That sounds like a lovely plan, Minister Shantato. But wouldn't the use of automatons in the conquest be in violation of the Treaty of Nations? And I have heard many a tale of those walking scarecrows turning on their masters. Like father, like son, I say. I would not trust a lump of rubbish made by one of you lunatics any more than I would trust one of you lunatics. Oh, somebody's in a bad mood. Prince Treon, you certainly did not bring up this issue without having a solution in mind. Exactly. You'd better have something interesting to say, or Jito and I will pack up our things and be on our way. Recently, one of our royal knights made his return journey from our kingdom's territories to the north, Lord Exenmill. Exenmill, the man who, after the Great War, took a handful of soldiers and successfully invaded the Orcish Empire using guerrilla tactics? Yes, sword in hand, donning armor stained with the blood of 1,000 foes, he returned to his homeland for the first time in 20 years, and was shocked at what he found lurking beyond its gates. Foreign merchants of all shapes and sizes peddling their trinkets. Scruffy adventurers shouting out their petty problems as they walked freely among the streets and alleys. Local shopkeepers and temple knights laughing as they mingled with this scum washed up from all corners of the continent. Exenmill was furious. Why would he be furious? The influx of adventurers has revitalized your nation. According to Exenmill, 25 years ago, a union among the children of Altana was necessary to defeat the armies of darkness. However, now that the threat is gone, there is no reason for Sandioria's citizens to be brushing shoulders with the common folk of other nations. It is this symbiotic relationship that plagues the kingdom and keeps the once mighty Red Lion shackled down. That seems like quite an anachronous opinion. Exenmill's way of thinking may seem out of date, but his logic cannot be denied. Ever since the opening of our gates to the outsiders, the quality of our knights has fallen dramatically. I'm tired of hearing stories about some pumpkin bumpkin knight. Are you going to get to the point, or are we going to be here all night? Exenmill offered me with the following suggestion. Revive Conflict. Conflict? A series of games based on battle exercises played by select heroes from each of the nations? Due to the extreme level of danger involved, it was banned well before the Great War. You are not suggesting that we reinstate Conflict, are you? That is what I propose. Conflict, an interesting idea. There was once a time when Conflict ignited the spirits of the people of Bastok, players and fans alike. However, after numerous accidents, the games were deemed a bad influence on the Republic's image and were banned by law. If Conflict was reinstated, it could reignite the flames in the hearts of all Bastokers and renew their faith in the Republican army. Morale would be restored and our problem solved. Prince Treon, if that's all that you wanted to say, you didn't have to go beat around the bush all day. Windurst welcomes Conflict with open arms. A little feuding fun could do no harm. Shantato! Oh, there's nothing to get all excited about. The forces of Windurst are in good hands. A couple of nutty knights and measly musketeers are no match for Shantato's superior battle plans. Hey, hands and plans don't rhyme. You're on thin ice, bitch. And once we get our fearless, loyal adventurers to help, it will be your two nations letting out cries and yelps. If Sandioria and Windurst have agreed to participate, the President is sure to grant his approval. And I know our adventurers will be more than happy to take up their swords for the Republic. Excellent. I look forward to meeting you all again on the battlefield. Well, it is a rare occasion that all three nations agree on an issue. Unfortunately, ducal law prevents Juno from participating in such matters. However, we will assign officials to take part as heralds and watch over the games. I have no objections. Now let's return to our nations and begin with the preparations. Then it has been decided, Sir Wolfgang. Then if there's nothing further, I call the 136th Conquest Evaluation Assembly to a close. Though I'd rather be sitting on the beach catching some sun, sometimes these snuffy meetings can be kind of fun. I could take up my staff and participate in Conflict myself, but my super-duper whammy-slammy spells would be bad for my opponent's health. Oh, hey, self and health don't rhyme. You stupid bitch! Do you understand what I just told you? It is an honor and a privilege to participate in Conflict. You want to be a hero? Well, here's your chance, soldier. Sign this application form and you can be on your way. Sign me up. You've made the right choice, soldier. From this day on, you are an official member of the Bastokan Conflict Forces. Now listen up, because I'm about to give you your first orders. I'm only going to say this once. You are to infiltrate the enemy's cities and meet with their leaders. What? Who are the enemy? Where have you been the last 25 years? Living in a hole? They are the Elven and the Taru. Oh, but not the Mithra, huh? Okay. After meeting with their leaders, you're to deliver these correspondence to the conflict commanders of these nations. Don't worry, you have no trouble finding those half-rate cowards. Look for Examil in Sandioria and Mobby in Windurst. Just the sound of their names makes me want to puke. You have your orders. Now make your final preparations. Be on your way. You have 10, no, 8 minutes. Dismissed. And that would have been a crazy joke back in the day. You know, you have 8 minutes to go to the other nations and do it. Like, no, he's not serious. He's just being hyperbolic. But yeah, player versus player in 11. It's this that was the lore behind it. The story is basically the three nations are going to do these games, get the games of heroes, where the heroes fight, and they it's to inspire faith and like combat prowess in the average soldier or something. And it winds up being this weird game where like you have to like, I've never done the proper one, but I've gone into a couple that like where people ignored the objective and just fought one another. Because there's a couple of different ones, and like one is called Diorama Albijalis Gelspa, where basically you get shrunk down in Juno into this diorama of Gelspa Outpost. And it's basically Gelspa Outpost, but with like an Abyssia-like red tint to it. And you just basically fight to your heart's content. I don't think there was an objective for that one. Then there's the Ballista proper takes place in the Marifatode Mountains, the Pashao Marshlands, and the Jugner Forest. And there's like all these little caveats for like joining and like time of day and like day of the week determines which zone. And basically, the objective is like you're supposed to get these little like key items, I guess, and take them to the goal on the other side or whatever, kind of like capture the flag. I don't know exactly how it works, but like the team that wins is the one who scores more points. But you can just ignore it and fight. But okay, so Examil just says go talk to King Destin. What a slut. Let's look at the key items that we got. A letter from the Conflict Commander of Bastok. Invincible Shield to Sandior's Conflict Commander Examil. Okay. Mobby Molkat. That sounds like a Mithra, not a Tarutaru, but I don't know. But yeah, like the only 2 or 3 times that I've PvP'd ever, it was with friends or Link Shell members. And the first 2 times I ever did it was in that diorama of Gelspa, and we literally we were just screwing around and fighting, and like people were trying to see which jobs were stronger than one another if they were to fight. And it was actually around the time that Blue Mage came out, so like Blue Mage was absurdly broken, like it because it can just cast physical spells that have the multiple hits and power of weapon skills at the 75 cap, and everyone's an even match. Blue Mage just spams like 2 or 3 spells and kills them. And I was a token warrior, so I'd be trying to fight and just getting my ass beat. But a summoner came in with us and was like cheering for me as the underdog because they knew I didn't stand a chance. And they used Shiva to paralyze the Blue Mage. And with the Blue Mage paralyzed, I was able to kill it. The person playing Blue Mage was quite mad about it. Elven women sure are hot. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, the other time I played Ballista was like, I think it was actually on Pergo Norgo Island somehow. And it was against my ex-girlfriend. And she wanted to one-on-one duel me. And it was at 99. And I fought her on Red Mage, and basically I just debuffed the shit out of her. I silenced her, paralyzed her. Her Blue Mage couldn't do anything, and I killed her. Then she made me fight her Black Mage friend, and he had the crazy nuking setup that could basically one-shot a player with like Blizzaja or something. And I didn't have... You can't change your gear in PvP, and I did not think to use a magic damage taken setup to fight him. And so I lost in like 1 spell cast. It was just like... I was going to try to chain spell silence him, but he also had a max fast cast set or something with quick magic, and he got a quick magic proc on me. So it was just kind of like, oh, you know, that's kind of stupid. I don't like PvP though in the first place, so I only ever do it when other people ask me to do it in 11. And most other 11 people don't want to do it either. But anyway, so you're the adventurer known as Calmwind. It has come to my attention you wish to participate in our battle exercises. Step closer and show me your face. Hahaha, you truly do not think you can defeat my legions of seasoned fighters, do you? When I learned that adventurers from Ballistart would be taking part in conflict, I was looking forward to seeing what kind of brute warrior the Republic would send. But if this is all my Hume companions have to offer, I can be only more positive that the forces of Sandoria will be victorious. In recent years, our two nations have been on amicable terms. However, I do not feel any of my loyal citizens have forgotten what transpired in the Conchchat Highlands. Ballista is the perfect opportunity to help erase the unwanted feelings of spite between us, but this does not mean my kingdom's forces will show pity to their opponents. I will grant you the opportunity to withdraw your participation if you wish. I see that you have already made up your mind. Understood. Speak with Examil in northern Sandoria. There you will receive your conflict registration. You may have had success in previous battles, but the road that lies ahead is like nothing you have traveled before. Clear your heart and cast off all inhibitions, and you will go far. I wish you and your nation luck, Calmwind. Now, obviously, everyone's treating us like we're a piece of shit, because the only actual prerequisites to start participating in Ballista, yes, there are prerequisites. You have to be rank 3 in your nation, in your home nation. And if you remember, if you've been watching the Let's Play this long, although I don't think anyone has actually contiguously watched the Let's Play this far, there's just so many episodes, ain't nobody got time for that. I think even even the nice person that left me comments on like the first, I think she watched 140 episodes and left me a good comment on like every one she's watched. I think she got sick of it, or I said something, she just hasn't. I haven't had a comment from her in quite a while. But yeah, rank 3, you know, it was like the level 25 fights against the Shadow Dragons, you know, the rank 2 mission that had you go around to all 3 nations. You know, so like this quest dialogue is acting as if we were, you know, like level 25 or level 30 or something. You know, like experienced in the world, but you know, just barely have gotten around to all the basic cities. What is that? A letter from that rat Genuva? Hand it over. Oh man, he knows Invincible Shield's real Galkan name. How dare he even think of mentioning the second battle of Conchchat. You, tell your commander that I accept his challenge, and that this time history shall not repeat itself. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, that's also why, you know, we're not getting any recognizing statements. Like, already, you know, 11's always taken the approach of having stuff be, you know, standing on its own and, not, you know, like, you come at any storyline from any angle, and everyone will have the same experience and be treated the same way, more or less, with minor differences for, like, sex, race, and that sort of thing. Oh man, I hope we don't glitch out when we enter Heaven's Tower. But, oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I hate when that happens. Yay, we appear to have not glitched out, perhaps? Huzzah! Yeah, it said talk to Mabi Molcat, but we gotta talk to Cool PP, it turns out. Conflict? You wouldn't happen to be one of those adventurers from Bastok, would you? He'll be no match for our forces. Welcome, welcome! Reincarnate of the Dawn Goddess, the Star Sibyl. Oh my god, fuck the Star Sibyl. She's supposed to be the reincarnation of the Dawn Goddess. You Taratarus are fucking lunatics. This is exceptionally funny because we already did the Windurst rank missions way earlier on the Let's Play at the 75 cap, and we already know that she's a fake prophet. She's a false prophet. She can't actually see the future like she claims she can. She isn't the reincarnation of any fucking thing. She's not even a talented mage. Go fuck her. Get her the fuck out of here. She can't do anything. I guess I'll read her lines. Calmwind, do you join your nation's forces to boast your strength, or do you raise your flags in the false name of justice? The light your star emits has lost its radiance. I sense you have done no wrong, but over the centuries your homeland has committed many acts most unjust. Long before you were born, Bastok used harsh, unspeakable tactics to defeat their enemies, and in the presence fouled the seas of Elshimo. All this in the name of victory and justice. However, this is nothing you need to be ashamed of. The time has come for these obsessed with advancement to look back on the tattered past they have left behind. The Star of Wonder shall show you and your nation the truth. Right. Uh-huh. Fuck you, bitch! You're a fucking liar! You're lying about your powers. You're lying right now. You lying piece of shit. Ah, sure, I'll talk to a Mithra. They're the only part of your nation that's actually worthwhile. And they're only here for money, by the way. Go fuck yourselves. Anywho. Oh, she's a ninja. Hey, wait a minute. Ninja can't use curved swords. You're cheating. Oh, the nerve of that Galga. Did he think that after sending such a letter I'd send you back to your nation in anything less than a body bag? Huh? You had no idea what was in the letter. Well, then you take this message back to your precious broken shield. Tell that old bloke that I'll show him the quickest path to reincarnation. Damn. You know what, I'm not even going to risk walking back out because of the way sometimes Heaven's Tower's door animation warping you out of a zone causes things to lock up. So I'm just gonna warp back to Ballistart the normal way. Cause yeah. Oh. But yeah, you can see my preference for the nations, right? Even in this little ballista side quest here to unlock PvP. Like, Windurst just straight up fucking lies to your face while talking about the truth. While Sandioria is like cocky, but then the king at the very end, he was like, you know, good luck. You know, like, yeah. Like, even though he just told you, like, his knights are gonna wipe the floor with you, like, he was actually kind of like, you know, respecting your bravery. You know, because like he also asked, like, are you sure you want to go down this path? Because like my knights are gonna stomp you in the nuts, and you remain determined, and then he respects you, right? But you know, Star Sibyl is just like, Ballistart committed war crimes during war that no one else talks about ever anywhere else in the entire game, and they claimed it was for truth and justice, but they're a bunch of fucking liars. Me, Windurst, will show you the real truth and justice. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, go fuck yourself, you lying sack of shit. Fucking lame duck dictator ass bitch. Windurst would be better off if Shantato was in charge, and you know how much I don't like Shantato, so that's saying something, right? Like, holy shit. Well done, soldier. I can tell by the look on your face that those two sissies in Windurst and Sandioria weren't pleased with the letters I had you deliver. Well, that's too bad. If a leader cannot stay calm in a tense situation, he'll pay for it with his men's lives. Don't you forget that, soldier. Now make your way to the president's office. With our nation's leader's permission, you are nothing. Without our leader's permission, you are nothing more than a mangy dog in a uniform. Get moving. But bro, I've never worn a uniform. But yeah, the whole reason we're unlocking PvP, and I got reminded that I never showed this off, was because of the Vanabout. This is, I think, the second or third time they've done Vanabout, where you get these extra Records of Eminence objectives. And this time around, even though the rewards that they're promising us aren't that great, although honestly, okay, so the rewards they promised us this time, we're going to get the Matsui P Trust back, which most people are sad that it's not Cornelia again, but the Matsui P Trust is actually really, really good for new players because it's like a mixture of a really strong melee trust, a debuffing trust, and Shantato 2 all at the same time. So it's actually a really strong trust. It also casts stun. It is a really, really good trust for people who are new to the game. All the way up into level 99 content. Like, you saw me use him against, I think, Provenance Watcher back around episode 200 or something. We're getting him back. We already met the plaudits goal, like, overall. Like, they wanted us to earn 5 million plaudits total. We've earned, like, 11 million. So we're going to get these overall rewards no matter what. And, but yeah, the Vanabout, it's these extra row objectives. And this time they actually put them in their own category, so they don't actually, you don't have to set them yourself. They're just automatically set every day at Japanese midnight reset. And you get, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dailies. And the dailies add up to 130 plaudits a day. And then you have this, these ones that are worth like a lot more points that were just one-time dues. And one of the one-time dues is Ballista. And it's worth 80 plaudits. And the Vanabout actually ends on the 27th at midnight West Coast time. So with my dailies, if I get 130 today and 130 tomorrow, because today is the 25th, and I've already done them. So if I get all my dailies tomorrow, then I'll be at 1190. You need 1210 to get all of the personal rewards categories. And you'll be able to get one from each category. But again, the best reward is the Tier 2 category for 100 monthly deeds. And I guess I can show that in a minute. Let's go try to talk to the president, I guess. Calm wind. So you too have decided to join the Bastokan forces and participate in conflict. Haha! Do not tell me you were worried about those cowards to the east or those arrogant fools to the north. They will be no match for the strength of our nation. Now let us go and report to the president. Sir, I have with me an adventurer who wishes to participate in... He's like tapping his finger on the desk. Can you see it through the text here? I'll see the cursor, like you see right here. He's like impatiently tapping his finger. What in Voltaire's name was Volker thinking? Agreeing to the reinstatement of conflict? Why am I forced to work with complete idiots? Sir, Captain Volker was only thinking of the Republican Army when he made his decision. Conflict would give our forces a boost of morale, as well as sharpen their skills. And I'm saying that his way of thinking is flawed and outdated. Why waste our funds on children's games when that gil could be used to develop new weapons? Sir, are you saying that our country would not profit from conflict? And what would a mithril musketeer know about profit? That profit is what fills your cupboards with brown bread and rock salt. Don't you tell me how to run my country. It is my job to decide what will and will not benefit this nation. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. Conflict is nothing but a series of war games. We're not allowed to even test our new ships or cannons. No, the exercises must be won with well-planned tactics. In the field of battle tactics, there isn't a nation in all of Vanadil that can outmatch our generals. There is no reason for us to have to prove that. Sandioria? Ha! Let them line up their little lines and charge with the wood spears. Don't forget that it was only our cannons that delivered them defeat during the Battle of Konchchat. And Windurst? Ha! Those cowards don't even know how to fight. Hiding behind hired mercenaries, muttering spells doesn't win campaigns. It didn't work in El Shimo, and it won't work this time either. They should all just crawl up in their big tree and hibernate for the winter. ages of strength and magic are over. Sandioria and Winters have the tools they need to win, but they don't have the brains to use them. Our citizens do, and that's why we will always be victorious. Sir, this is Venturer. You want my approval to fight conflict, citizen? You have it. Dismissed. I apologize for the President's behavior. While he is vocal in his opposition to Bastoc's participation in conflict, the last thing he wishes is the Republic's defeat. Oh, so he's scared and blustering. Okay, cool. Although he made it sound like we fought directly in El Shimo in the jungle, whereas the fucking lame duck dictator Star Sybil made it sound like it was an ocean battle. Kind of interesting. Well done, soldier. I expect the best, and I give the best. Take this ballista license. The ballista license authorizes you participation in the Sandiorian battle exercise known as by the same name. We must meet the enemy with our blood, our valor, our very lives to prove to the world that the forces of the Republic are undefeatable. Chain key item, ballista license. And it's under permanent, I should think. Let's see. We sure do have a lot of permanent items nowadays. Most of them seem to be related to Adeline. Ah, there it is. Your participation in Ballista has been approved by the three nations of Bastok, Sandoria, and Winters. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see. Participating in a match, according to the wiki, right? Let's see. Ballista follows a set schedule according to the Vanadiel calendar. Matches alternate between areas, nations participation, and level cap, according to the calendar on the right. The entry day for each match proceeds as follows. 12 o'clock, initial period. Entry period opens for adventurers of nations scheduled to fight who did not fight in the previous match. 1600, entry period opens for adventurers of nations scheduled to fight who fought in the previous match. 1800, open entry. Entry period opens for anyone to fight. Adventurers are automatically placed on the nation with the least number of players. 2200, entries are closed except under special conditions. To travel to an upcoming match quickly, speak to a pursuivant. Their locations are Northern Sandioria, Port Bastok, Winters to Waters, Rulud Gardens, and Ottergon Whitegate. Different coordinates. So I've never been, I don't think I've ever had a pursuivant send me to a Ballista match, so this will be interesting. Although before we do that, since I was telling you about Vandabout, let's go to Mara, so I can show you the Vandabout NPC, because I don't know if I ever showed this off the last couple times it was around. Like, the very first time Vandabout came out, I went at it hardcore, because I wanted to make sure I got all the rewards. This time I kind of did it in a lackadaisical manner, like after I was done doing what I was going to do for the day. And that's why it's like so close for me. Well, they put this coordinator Moogle in... Oh, this is actually the fourth Vandabout, so I guess I've missed two different ones, but you have these... Okay, so we need 1200 to reach the gold. Alright, up here in gold, they decided you can either get a measly 12,000 exemplar points, or 12,000 XP, or 92 job points. I don't know why 92. You can get an impish box, which would be pointless because you can just go farm those. I don't know what Moogle Memorandum does. I assume since it talks about Odyssey that it might be like a free boss kill or something for unlocking the Odyssey NM information. Oh no, it grants 10,000 segments for use with an Odyssey. That one actually might be useful. Although segments, if you actually do daily segment runs with decent groups, you can usually make about like, I want to say like 3,000 segments a day, so it's not really that important. Old case +1, I think this is technically you get 3 of them. These have a chance to give you +2 sortie earring. Of course, it's randomized, so I don't know. A single piece of Alexandrite, I don't know what that's about, and I don't, like, multiple scoria you could sell for like 4 million right now. I don't know what the Rokasnar plate fragment is for. Maybe it's like a free sortie entry or something. Let's see, plate fragment. This fragment's dark luster compels you to gather more. What is that for? What does it do? What does that even do? Like I don't know what that does. Huh. Oh yeah, okay, it's a free I guess it's a free Roost Pix plate charge basically. Okay, that's interesting. Could be useful, could be not. I think it would make more sense to take the old cases +1 because those are never guaranteed. And if it's really 3 like people have told me that it is, then it would be 3 chances at possibly getting a warrior earring +2, although knowing my luck, it wouldn't happen. Then you have the silver rewards. It's like you can get, I think it's 3 Abjalis seals for Ambuscade, but EXP rings, red Mogpel, marble Mogpel. I don't know what either of those give you from the Moogle. Let's see. But marble Mogpel, you could get any statue for your Moghouse. Okay, that's dumb. What about red Mogpel? I think I remember red Mogpel having something useful. Let's see. You can get 40 of any type of Beastman seal. You can get any stack of +1 Alluvian Skirmish Stones. You can get any Trust Cipher from a predetermined list, although we already have all of them. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it would be the 100 deeds again. Because that's the monthly deeds that you can only earn 40 of per month. And so it'll always be the better option. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And then he also lets you do like rankings. Let's see. Register with my name. Yes, please. Okay, and he registers us, and you go look in this, and basically not a lot of people actually do it. I mean, some do. Like, look, these people at the #1 slot that are all tied, they've been doing it every day. And so if we had been doing this every day hardcore, we could have 2,200 plaudits already. But as you can see, as it goes down, people have been not keeping up with it as much. And I don't think we're going to make top 50 or anything, but like we're in here somewhere. Like yeah, there we are. Okay, and let's go and talk to that Pursuivant in Port Bastok just to see what that's about, and then I think I'll draw this one to a close. Let's see, it said it was in Port Bastok. It said J12. I think that'll be near the Mog House. I'm not sure. And you see our time, it's not even 12 yet, so I don't know where she'll send us. But there's like another like okay, where's Pursuivant? Okay. Where's Pursuivant? Where's Pursuivant? I'm sounding flustered because my gut's starting to give me issues because I ate spicy food last night. Okay, there it is. The IRNT has dispatched me to help support all those who wish to participate in conflict. Okay, matches for the 1st through 4th month are Jugner, Bastok versus Sandoria, Pasha, Bastok versus Windurst, Merfolk, Sandoria versus Windurst. Okay. Okay, okay, can you... Does he send us there? Can he send us there? He can. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw this to a close. He can teleport us though, that's cool. Thanks for watching, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you again next time.